Greetings. So, weekly thoughts. So one thing on my mind is this beautiful notion when it comes down to it of um, making do with what you have. Yeah, this is a major key to practicing, to remaining established in your discipline. Okay, and enjoying yourself while you do it. That simple thing, making do with what you have. All right, and it's funny, if you ever have seen, I use a little bit along the way in my YouTube and Asana kitchen postings. I do some food things once in a while, recipes and stuff, and I called it the ghetto kitchen way back, and the very first one, Joy, like I came out with, she wanted me to like have an intro kind of, and so I was like, greetings, welcome to the Asana kitchen where making do is what we do. And I just busted her up, and this is it, the Asana kitchen, making do is what we do. And because you understand, if you have 200 standard, nice and windy values here today, yeah, then you don't do it. And but if you're ready to make do with what you got today, and a lot of times we're not 100%, and so we have a forgiveness and an acceptance that we're coming with, and that enables us to make the best of what we have, and then also not make mistakes. Okay, and I have a poem for you about it. I love this poem. It's by a man, Lewis Jenkins. It is called Football, and he goes, "See, I'm a secret football fan, and I used to all the way from when I was a boy. Some of you know that, and I used to love, that was my game. I loved playing football, and running and passing and being outside, and so this has a little of that and the message. So he goes, I take the snap from center, fake to the right, fade back. I've got protection. I've got a receiver downfield. What the hell is this? This isn't a football. It's a shoe. A man's brown leather Oxford. A cousin to the football, maybe. The same skin, but not the same. A thing made for the earth, not the air. And I realized that this is a world where anything is possible. And I understand also. See, I love this. Where he comes out with that. I realized that this is a world where anything is possible. And I understand also that one often has to make do with what one has. And he says, I've eaten pancakes, for instance, with that clear corn syrup on them because there was no maple syrup, and they weren't very good. Well, anyway, this is different. My man downfield is waving his arms, and one has certain responsibilities. One has to make choices. And yeah, but this isn't right, and I'm not going to throw it. You see, because that's the other thing, is when you really when you have that spirit of making do with what you have, and you don't get disappointed or angry when things aren't exactly how you want them to be, and you keep your sense of humor, right? You can see see the angles and be more playful with it. So